Archangel Michael says, your forgotten childhood pain is still shaping your blessings. And though you have buried those memories under years of silence, distraction, and forced smiles, heaven has never once lost sight of the tears you shed in secret as a child. The nights you lay awake wondering why the world seemed so unfair and why people who were supposed to protect you became the very ones who wounded you. Yet even in those fragile moments when your spirit felt too small for the weight it carried, I was standing unseen at the corner of your bed, whispering strength into your trembling heart. For what you didn't know then is that your soul was being trained for resilience. Your faith was being stretched for miracles, and your sensitivity was being sharpened into a spiritual gift that would one day heal others who carry the same silent scars. And now, as an adult, you may find yourself flinching when certain words are spoken, or recoiling when certain situations feel too familiar, unaware that these reactions are echoes of a past you thought you had escaped. But heaven is telling you today that none of it was wasted, not a single painful moment, not a single unanswered question, because those experiences became fertile soil for the divine compassion that now flows through your life and where you once felt abandoned. God was planting seeds of understanding so deep that now you can recognize the unspoken pain in others and offer them a love so pure it confuses their brokenness. And yet, I see how even today you wonder if the damage you endured disqualified you from joy. But Archangel Michael declares that what was meant to crush you has crowned you with authority in the spiritual realm, and every tear you cried as a child has become a river of blessings pouring into your destiny. And though the people who hurt you may never acknowledge the weight of what they did, heaven's justice has already set things in motion to ensure that the legacy of pain ends with you, because you were chosen as the one in your family line to break this cycle and transform it into healing for generations to come. And while the enemy still whispers that you're too damaged to be used by God, I'm here to tell you that your scars are not shame, but sacred proof of survival. They're markers of battles won in the unseen, and they emit a light so powerful that darkness trembles at your presence. So do not despise what you went through, for those wounds became a spiritual key, unlocking rooms of influence, empathy, and miracles that only someone who has walked through fire could carry with integrity. And even now, heaven is aligning divine appointments, connections, and opportunities for you to pour your hard-won wisdom into others. But before you step fully into that role, God is asking you to let Him touch those deepest places, to allow Him to heal not just the memory, but the meaning you've attached to those years. Because your childhood was not a curse. It was a classroom, and your pain was not a punishment. It was preparation for a glory that will silence every voice that ever said you were unworthy. And I need you to understand this truth fully, because soon you will be called to stand in spaces that would have terrified the child version of you. But this time you'll stand tall, unshaken, knowing that every moment of rejection, every cruel word, every confusing loss was heaven's way of chiseling you into a vessel that could carry this level of blessing without breaking. And now I speak directly to your spirit. You are not the wounded child anymore. You are the chosen one, the cycle breaker, the one heaven has been waiting for. And as you sit reading these words, the healing has already begun. And in days to come, you will notice the heaviness lifting, the nightmares fading, the inner critic going silent. Because God Himself is rewriting the story of your beginnings, so your ending could be even more powerful than you imagined. So do not be surprised when people who once dismissed you begin to see the favor over your life. For even they will have to admit that something divine has happened in you. And when they ask how you became so strong, so kind, so unbreakable, you will tell them it was the hand of God redeeming every broken piece and turning your childhood pain into a river of blessings that cannot be stopped. Archangel Michael leans close to your weary spirit and speaks in a voice that carries both thunder and gentleness, telling you there's a thread running through your life that you have not noticed, a thread spun from the tears you cried as a child, the nights you curled up in silence because you were too afraid to speak your pain, the moments you thought no one saw or cared, yet heaven was standing at the edge of your bed, recording every sob, every whispered plea for help, every memory you buried so deep you swore it would never surface again. And now he says those same buried memories are not chains around your ankles as you once believed, but seeds hidden in the soil of your soul. Seeds that are breaking open in the dark with roots reaching down into your history and shoots rising up toward your destiny. And this is why certain doors have felt heavy to open, why certain relationships failed, why some paths seemed blocked no matter how hard you pushed. Because those unhealed parts of you were not ready to carry the weight of what heaven has been building in secret for you. But now Michael declares there is a shift in the spirit realm where your suppressed cries have been turned into keys and your forgotten wounds have become spiritual muscles. And what once felt like abandonment has been revealed as preservation. For the angels were not deaf to you, and God was not blind. He was holding back storms you didn't see and shaping your resilience in a way that terrified the enemy. And as you stand in this moment on the edge of something new, you must understand that your breakthrough will not come through striving, but through surrender, not through reliving the past, but through releasing its hold. Because every scar is now a testimony that will magnetize divine favor. Every broken place is where God's glory will shine the brightest. And you will find that even the people who caused your deepest pain will someday marvel at how the heavens crowned you with restoration so lavish it silences every accusation against your name. But Michael urges you to stay vigilant because the enemy will try to resurrect old feelings, old fears, old patterns in a last attempt to keep you bound. Yet even as he tries, heaven has already issued a decree over your life declaring that you are stepping into a season where generational blessings flow through you, where your inner child is healed by the presence of Jesus himself, and where you will begin to see visions, receive confirmations, and witness impossible prayers answered, not because you are perfect, but because your pain qualified you for the very anointing you are about to carry. And Michael says there are people waiting for your story, your light, your wisdom born from ashes, and you will walk into rooms where your very presence breaks chains off others. You will wake up to messages and encounters that feel orchestrated by God himself. And you will know without question that all the forgotten moments were never forgotten in heaven, but stored as the currency that is now unlocking your promised future. So do not doubt. Do not delay, and do not despise your beginnings, because what's coming will redeem every moment you thought was wasted. From the earliest days of your life, long before you became aware of it, there have been wounds silently carved into your spirit. Wounds born from childhood, pains you have buried deep within your heart. These pains, often forgotten or ignored, carry with them a power far greater than you realize. Archangel Michael reveals that these hidden sorrows are not just scars, but keys that unlock the blessings and breakthroughs destined for your future. The very challenges, the tears you shed in those quiet moments, and the fears you felt but never voiced, have been silently shaping your path. What you perceived as weakness or moments of despair are actually forging a resilience and spiritual strength unique to you. Michael urges you not to push away these memories or pretend they don't exist, because in embracing and acknowledging them, you are releasing the spiritual energy tied to those past hurts. This release will allow the blessings that have been waiting for you to flow freely. The pain you thought was a barrier is actually a bridge, connecting you to your highest purpose and divine destiny. He encourages you to take a moment to listen deeply to your inner child, to honor that part of yourself that still needs healing and understanding. Because through this healing process, you will experience a profound awakening. It's in this space of acknowledgement and compassion that you will begin to see how those childhood struggles have prepared you to receive blessings that others cannot. Your past is not a chain, but a foundation. And Archangel Michael assures you that by embracing this truth, you will find a renewed sense of peace and power. You are being called to reclaim your story, to recognize the spiritual gifts hidden within your history, and to trust that every trial was part of a divine plan crafted to bring you to this moment of transformation. Your blessings are not delayed or lost. They are simply waiting for you to step fully into your healing and claim the destiny that your childhood pain was always preparing you for. This message is a sacred invitation to release guilt, shame, or denial surrounding your early years, and to see your life with the eyes of a warrior who has endured, survived, and is now ready to thrive. This path will not be easy, and at times you may feel the weight of the past pressing down, but Archangel Michael stands with you as a fierce protector and guide. He will help you cut through the spiritual darkness that clouds your memories, bringing clarity and light where there was once confusion and hurt. Remember, the pain you carry has purpose, and it is intertwined with your destiny in ways you have yet to understand. Your blessings are born from this very struggle, and by facing your forgotten childhood pain, you are awakening the power within to rise above all that has tried to hold you back. The spiritual transformation that begins here will ripple through every area of your life: relationships, career, health, and your soul's mission. Archangel Michael promises that once you embrace this healing journey, the doors that once seemed locked will swing wide open, revealing opportunities and miracles reserved only for those brave enough to confront their deepest wounds. You are not alone in this process. Divine support surrounds you constantly, urging you forward with love and unwavering faith. The time has come to honor your story, to release what no longer serves you, and to step into the fullness of your blessings with a heart made strong by the very pain you once sought to forget. Your forgotten childhood pain is not your enemy. It is the quiet force behind your greatest triumphs. And Archangel Michael's message today is clear. It's time to awaken to this truth and let your blessings unfold without hesitation or fear. Archangel Michael says, your forgotten childhood pain is still shaping your blessings. The wounds and scars from those early days, often buried deep within your soul, continue to influence your present and future in ways you have yet to fully understand. These pains, though hidden and neglected, have been silently molding your character, resilience, and spiritual gifts. The struggles you endured in silence have forged a strength and compassion in you that others may not see, but that heaven cherishes deeply. This forgotten pain is not meant to be a chain holding you back. Rather, it is the foundation upon which your blessings are built. Each tear shed in those moments, each heartbreak endured, has been recorded by the divine as a seed planted for growth, preparing you for breakthroughs that will astonish even those closest to you. The shadows of your past have cast a light that now illuminates your path toward a destiny filled with purpose and grace. Do not ignore this silent shaping, for God and Archangel Michael are working together to transform your pain into power, your suffering into spiritual maturity, and your memories into miracles. As you embrace this truth, expect doors to open where there were once walls, and feel a peace settle in your heart like never before. This is the season where what was lost in childhood is being restored, and what was forgotten is being remembered by the heavens. Your blessings are tied to the healing of these old wounds. As you confront and release the pain, you unlock new levels of spiritual awakening and favor. The divine is urging you now to look inward with courage and grace, to forgive those moments of hurt, including forgiving yourself, and to step forward into a new chapter where your past no longer dictates your future, but enhances it. This awakening will bring revelations, new relationships, unexpected opportunities, and a surge of spiritual energy that will fuel your purpose. Hold on to faith, for the seemingly dormant pain of your childhood is the key to unlocking blessings that you have long awaited. Archangel Michael reminds you, this is a sacred time of healing, restoration, and transformation, and the divine is orchestrating every detail for your highest good. So, prepare to walk into your future with confidence and peace, knowing that your past pain has not been wasted, but was essential in shaping the beautiful, blessed person you are becoming.